Hello everybody, it's the FarmSim guy here, hope you're all doing well. Today we've got something fun to take a look at. This is the latest offering from Fwd Agricultural Solutions. They are releasing, hopefully very soon now, the 84-foot Seedhawk with the matching 980 Seedhawk pull-behind air cart. And in addition to that, this absolute beauty. This is their first ever anhydrous release to the public, the HAC 5000T. It's an absolute masterpiece, work of art, brilliant. I think we already know the detail and the effort that Fwd Ag go into with their mods. They are, I would say, pushing it to be up there with the very best of the modders that we get for Farming Simulator. The detail and the attention to detail is second to none with these guys. So we're going to have a look at this whole set, and have a play around with it, show you some of the options that are going to be available when it comes out. The brilliant news is they are trying everything in their power to make sure this comes to console as well, which is fantastic. It is compatible with the custom modding John Deere aircart and seeder that we all loved and enjoyed in FS19, which is hopefully not too far away from being released for 22 as well. But yes, we'll have an in-depth look at all the options for this, as well as with the Seedhawk aircart and the drill as well. And of course, we're in Shellbrook, so it only felt right to pop the Versatile from Julian F Modding on the front as well. So, without further ado, let's jump in to the shop and have a look at the options we've got available to us. So, first and foremost, let's have a look at the Seedhawk. Now, you will find this in Seeders, and scroll along right to the end, you will see the mod, and it says underneath here, Seedhawk XL toolbar, 84-foot by Fwd Agricultural. 290,000. Let's open that up. In terms of customizations, not much going on in here. You've got two options. You could go for the Seedhawk, or if you're more inclined, you can go for the Videstat model. You've got a couple of wheel options there, slightly fatter wheel there. But that is all you've got available to you in there. But you can see all the additional hoses that have been added to it. It's really nice. Very nice indeed. Now, if we jump in and take a look at the air cart, you can see there it says Seedhawk air cart with additional systems. Now, what does that mean? Well, first and foremost, let's look through the wheel options. You've got BKTs there, and within those, you've got a couple of options, slightly bigger wheels. Move to the next one. You've got Goodyears with LSWs, which look fantastic. I think this is certainly my favourite looking one. After that, back to BKT. So 3 options on the wheels. Brand again, you've got the option between your Videstat and your Seedhawk. And additional systems here. This is basically your option to choose anhydrous. So this is anhydrous ready. So for maps like Deer Creek and Shellbrook, where anhydrous is already built into the map, you have got the option to use anhydrous ammonia. The other option you've got available to you is liquid fertilizer. Now, you would think, that's fine, that's great, we can have a tank that runs behind the air cart. But look, if you look here, watch, you can see the pipes there for liquid fertilizer. Now if we switch back to none, the pipes have disappeared, and again if you switch back again, you can see there now you've got a different coloured pipe for the anhydrous. So as always with the guys at Fwd Ag, no stone unturned, really nicely done. And at the back here you have got a rear hitch option, yes or no, and as you can see it removes it. Now of course we're going to be pulling the Anhydrous Caddy behind the air cart, so we are going to want to have that in there. So we are going to leave that on. Now the anhydrous tank can be found here. There we go, the HAC 5000T, 75,000 pounds or dollars. And if we go into here, you can see there's quite a lot of customization. Fwd Ag have updated their logo as well. Very nice. We like that. So let's go a look from the top. So first things first, tension belt mounts, and that allows you to put things up on this little rack up here, and you can just see there you've got these lovely attachers that appear if you have full set, or if you turn it off you go back to standard. Now as well, on top of that there is a metal cover over the pipe or over the hose there. Again, brilliant attention to detail from these guys. We've got BKT wheel brands as well, and again you've got two options there. You've got duals at the back, or if you want you can just go with your singles. But I'm going to guess nobody's going to go for those because we have got other options available to us. First and foremost, we're going for the Fwd Ag wheel brand solution and the Wall Walker system. And these are obviously named after the guys, the group of guys in Fwd Ag who developed these mods. So really nice to see this. This is a nice tracked option. These are very new. I think these are new for 22. Looking really, really good. The detail again on those wheels is something else. So really, really like that. And the other option is the Finlay flat system. Now you will remember this from FS19 on some of the Anhydrous carts that we were using from Fwd Ag that never actually made it to public. But a really, really nice system. Now the tracks actually did make it public. They were released. And I do believe a few other modders implemented them on in their mods. So really nice to see those back. Love the 3D tracks on those. Really, really special. So great looking wheel options there. And just to prove that that is it, straight back to BKT in the end there. Beacon lights, nice and simple this one. You've got both or none. Pallet porch, now I like this as an option, and we've got this on our demo version. It allows you to basically have a little caddy on the side of the tanker where you can put in a little bit of additional material. You know, you can put some liquid fertilizer in there if you wanted. All depends on whether or not you want to use that. We've put it on so we could show it to you, but maybe quite a nice little touch if you've only got 1% left in your tanks and you might just need that little top up to get to the end of the field. Clever option, clever option. Hitch options, you've got standard, and you've got an implement hitch there, just slightly different. Frame decals are currently white, but you've got the option to change those to black too. Many frame color options, so if you like red tractors you can go with that. If you like green tractors you can go with something else. I'm going to leave it black because that looks very cool. Toolbox colors at the back here, we've got a little toolbox, so you can change the color of that to whatever you want as well. Again, that attention to detail which I love, and again with your rims the option to match it to your favorite color or your favorite brand depending on what you want to do. Like I said again though, black looks very, very nice. So there we go. So I guess not much more for us to do than to drop this into the field and take it for a spin. Now there are a few nice little touches again that I've been told by the guys at Fwd Ag happen when things happen. That is your pressure gauges here, very small, but they are movable and they do adjust as things happen. And again, the nozzles on the back open and close. And in here, you can see the two orange nozzles, one there and one there. They also animate when you turn the seeder on. Really impressive. I mean, you just don't need to do that, but how cool is it that it works like that? So good. And like I said, they always do a brilliant job of threading the pipes all the way through, making it as realistic as possible. So there you go, all your connections hooked up right through to the front. Really nice to see. So let's jump in and let's give this a spin. So I'm loaded up with sorghum seed actually here. So we've got that available to us. So we will just roll around to here. Lucky we get ourselves a rather nice big field when we open up the Shellbrook, so nice to drop in and take this for a spin. So let's see how we get on here. X to unfold, of course. It just shows you how big this is. Animation's relatively slow, as you would expect. Some lovely lovely sound details in there as well though. Nice to hear. Okay, so there we go, fully unfolded now. We're going to fire this up. You can hear the sound when it spins up. There we go, everything's switched on all the way back to the end of the cart here. And you can see everything's switched on and running now. They're all blue in the top left corner there. We'll drop this down, which is a nice fast drop down. And we're just going to pull forward and see what happens. So as you can see, anhydrous unloading and seed unloading. So everything's working as intended. It's quite a little awkward corner here, which we'll get around, and then we'll be able to run up and down with a bit of GPS. But a really beautifully finished mod. Really sets itself off in the field. I know people have been crying out for some big seeding equipment over the last little while, and to be honest, we've not really had the maps for it. Now we're getting a few 4Xs and 16Xs out. We've really got some land to play with a vehicle like this, which is great to see. But I'm really loving this. You know, pretty much guaranteed for a brilliant mod. When it comes to the guys at Fwd Ag, they really do throw the kitchen sink at it in terms of detail and attention to detail, and the standards are super high. And once again, they've done it here. Really nice. Now, there are a few other things that they've told me when they shared this with me. One is they've been speaking to Harry Armstrong Jr., who's pulling together a really nice tanker for transporting Anhydrous. And they've been working with him, and he's agreed to put Anhydrous in as a fill type for that. It's also going to be for PC players. The PC version is going to be manure system ready for when that comes out, and they've already been speaking to Wopster about that and how they can implement that. They're going to create their own hoses as well, specifically for Anhydrous, which is a really nice touch. And again, Harry Armstrong Jr.'s trailer is going to be manure system ready as well, so you get that real authentic hook up the pipes to charge up the Anhydrous tank, which is great. Now here's a little example of the attention to detail that Fwd Ag go into. You watch the tap here, see the orange tap just in front of us. If I power up the air cart, watch this. I mean, how good is that? It doesn't need to be done, but they've gone to the effort of doing that, which I really think is fantastic. And just to reinforce that attention to detail as well, we're just going to pick up a pallet here and we're going to drop it onto the caddy, just so you can see how that works. You just roll up here, as you would, and drop it on. So if I can get myself lined up appropriately, we will get ourselves attached. Now you'll see though, there is a chain across that, which we don't really want there. So all I need to do though is to jump in the tractor and you will see there is an option in here to open cover. So I'm going to press the N button. You see the chain drops down. Very nice. And I will jump back in here and we'll drop it in place. Put it a little bit too far back there. There we go. Roll it into place. Take the weight off the forks. And there you go. Now, if I jump back in the tractor and just close that chain, it is nice and secure in place. Even moved it back slightly there to make sure it was retained. But that's a nice little touch as well. Love stuff like that. Really just sets things off. So like I said, they are in testing at the moment. They are hoping to submit it to the mod hub to get approved for console as well, which would be fantastic. I'd love to be able to see that in the mod hub in-game, and for you console guys to get access to this as well. Just while we're talking about little bits of attention to detail, again, let me just show you the tension belts when they go on. Again, really nicely done by the guys. You see them rolled up on the end there, and you see they're tense over the middle section there, which is really nice. But again, you could drop a pallet or something on here and have it strapped down so it doesn't go anywhere as well. So just really nice options, really nice playable options. Look at the chain hanging down there. I should probably switch that back to closed mode. But a really beautiful piece of kit. Fantastic bit of kit, and it's going to be coming hopefully in the not too distant future. Anyway, that is enough from me. We've got a big field to sow. So from me, the FarmSim guy, thank you very much for watching. Get hyped. I mean, we are just spoilt for choice with mods already for 22. and there is just more and more good stuff coming all of the time. So for now, from me, the FarmSim guy, thank you very, very much for watching. Thanks to Fwd Ag as well for letting me have a little bit of an early look at this and share it with you guys. It's going to be brilliant. So for me for now, take care, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.